Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make these really easy paper lanterns. You probably already have all the supplies you need, and this is a quick craft that you can really whip up in just a few minutes. I got my design from Design Bundles, and I'll link it below. And then you'll want to make sure that you have some white cardstock. I use 80 pound from Michaels, and you'll want to make sure that you have some battery operated tea lights or a puck light, something small that will fit inside your lantern. You'll want a blue mat and a good quality blade in your Cricut. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be making two different styles of these paper lanterns so that you can get an idea of the different ways that these are put together. Now, I downloaded mine from Design Bundles, and I'll link it down below. It's such a cute little set. You get so many options in there. So what you'll do is go to Upload, and then you're going to choose Upload Image up here in the upper left section. Then you're going to choose Browse, and you'll find the folder that you saved them in. So for me, mine I put into my YouTube folder, and then I put it into my paper lantern folder, and it's a Super 50 paper cut bundle, and then they have it broken down into the different types of items. So I want to use the lanterns, and what I really like is that they give me the PNGs, so I'm able to get a preview of which ones I want to use. So I want to use this one called Lantern, and then I want to also use the Tulips Lantern. So I'm going to go back, and we want to use the SVGs. So we're going to use Lantern, which will be our first one. And all you have to do is click Continue, and then just click Upload, and that's it. SVGs are so easy to work with. Now we're going to go ahead and upload the other one by doing the same thing. Just click Upload Image, Browse, and for this one we're going to use the Tulips Lantern, and we're going to go ahead and click Continue and just click Upload again. Now again, these are set up so easy for us to use, so you can really make them however you want. Now I'm going to be using a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock for these. So what I want to do, I'm going to make these as large as I possibly can, but you make them whatever size you want to. But what I'm going to do is I want to change the width up here, and I want to make that 11.49 just so that it's just as big as I can make it. But what we want to do is make sure that this lock in the center is still closed. If not, it'll change the scale of your design, and we don't want it to do that. We want it to hold our scale. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to make this one 11.49 as well. And what I want to show you is just a few things on here before we move on. One thing you're going to notice is that we have all these different cut lines, and you've got all these different layers here. You're going to see that on both of these, and these different layers are different parts of our design. So I'm going to move this guy over. So our different layers are the items like around our butterflies. Those are each an individual layer. And then each of these little cut lines where the tabs are going to go into is another set of our layers. So right now, if I was to go ahead and click the Make button, I'm not going to save it right this second, but you're going to see something, and it's going to be like, you're going to look at it and go, whoa, whoa, not what I wanted. So you'll notice that all these cut lines are on this page, and then none of them are on with the pink or with the black page. Because of that, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we attach each of our designs. So I'm going to select everything that's part of this pink design here, and I simply want to click the Attach button. You don't want to weld, you don't want to unite, because that would get rid of our cut lines. We just need to attach. And I need to do the same thing for this black one as well, because it has the two spots for the tabs here, and I want to attach those as well. Now, when we go to our Make It screen, we'll only have two mats, because that's going to attach the cut lines. You can see here our cut lines are right here, and then with this one our cut lines are also right here along the edge. Now I'm also going to be doing these on the same sheet of paper, because why waste? So we can really easily do that by just selecting these three dots, move the object, and then select the black mat. Click Confirm, and then you just need to pull it so that they're not overlapping. And you see they fit fine on the same page. So I just want to cut them all at once, just be done with it, and not have to reload a piece of paper. And plus, this is going to save us paper as well. That way we don't have like a random sized piece that we just save for later. Now we're going to cut this on probably the cardstock for intricate cuts, because these are pretty small cuts and I want to make sure they cut really nice and neat. We're also going to be making sure that we're using a very good blue sticky mat and a decent paper. I like to use the Recollections brand paper from Michaels. Now, one thing I also want to point out is you'll notice that this one has tab holders up here, but there's no tabs over here. I think that might be a design flaw with the project, but we're going to try it anyways and just see if it works. It should be fine, but if not, we'll definitely leave a review for the designer just to let them know to fix that issue. So we're going to go ahead and go to the machine and get these cut out. We're ready to cut out our lantern. So like I said, I'm just using a white cardstock. This is about an 80-pound cardstock. And I'm going to try it on the light cardstock setting, which should work fine for what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and press this down. Now I can feel I've got a little bump of something under my paper. So you want to make sure your mat is really clean when you make stuff like this. So if you got like a little futz under there, just go ahead and get that off. All better, perfect, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and load this in. We're gonna let this cut out both of them, and then I'm gonna show you how to assemble them. These are awesome for centerpieces. Lots of things you can use these for. Took about 14 minutes to cut, and I do have some cut issues down here on this bottom one, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna go ahead and unload my mat. I'm gonna close my machine and move it out of the way. That way we can take these off the mat a little bit easier. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip my mat over and I'm gonna roll the designs off of the mat. So you can see here, I'm just kind of gently pulling them away. Now remember, these butterflies are cut so that they can be folded out. So you wanna be gentle with those and just make sure that all the outside pieces of the butterflies stay down and don't rip. So you just go slow, and as you can see, I'm just rolling the mat back. I'm not folding it over because you don't want to crack the mat. You just want to roll it away from your design, and then you can use your hand to kind of hold your design down. And then as you go along, you'll see that it's starting to come off real easy. And a lot of the middle parts should stay on your mat as well, so I wouldn't worry too much. And I'll show you how to get those off in just a second. But what I want to do is I'm going to pop this one out, and then I'm going to see if this one will come out okay. We got a little spot that's stuck, but that's not a big deal. Now what I do is I just give them a little shake just to see if there's any pieces that stayed stuck in. And I'm going to give this one a little baby shake and just see if there's any pieces there. Now, if you want to remove the extra parts from your mat a real easy way, this little red scraper is the best. I'll link it down below. It's super great product to have in your craft room. And you can see you just run it along the mat and it just pushes all that paper off. And then you just kind of shove it all off into a pile at the end. And then you can just toss it into the trash when you're done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mat cleaned off really quick, and then I'm gonna show you how to assemble your lanterns. Got our two designs right here, and I actually do see a little piece that's still stuck in this butterfly wing. I'm gonna pop that out. So let's start with the one that I think is not fully completed, because I think there should be still two tabs at the top. All you're gonna do, simply roll this, and there are these little slits cut into your paper, and all you're gonna do is to insert your tabs into the little slits in your paper. Now, like I said, this one looks like it's missing two little tabs because there should be two up here. I have reached out to the designer about the issue, so we'll see if we see a resolve in that. But if not, it's okay. We can very, very easily just tape this if we need to, or just add a little piece of something just to hold it closed up here. But you can see that your butterflies pretty naturally kind of pop out. If you want them to pop out a little more, you can just simply fold them just a little bit, and you just sort of kind of pull them away from the paper. And now you have this lovely paper lantern, which I'll show you with a candle in it in just a minute. And then with this one, same idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and curl it around, and you're gonna just insert those little tabs into your paper. Now you can insert them this way as well, whatever way works best for you. I realize I probably should have done that one on the inside, and I'll fix that in just a second. But you're gonna have your tabs on top of the paper, and then the paper little tabs go inside. Let me get these ones in. Now you do want to be a little bit gentle because these tabs can be a little finicky, and then you just pull it down a little bit, and now you have this beautiful lantern. Now I'm going to fix this one because I realized my dummy did it the wrong way, and I should have had the tabs on top, and that's okay. You can easily get these back out to fix anything that you may have messed up. I still don't think it's going to fix the issue with not having the tabs at the top. I think we're still going to have a little bit of gappy at the top, but that's okay. Well, like I said, we'll make it work. It's not the end of the world. Not everybody's perfect, and mistakes happen even with designers. I think they just had like a base piece, and then they just forgot to add the little tabs to the top of it. But it's okay. It works actually okay with the tabs that way as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get a couple candles to show you what this looks like with them all lit up, and I'll turn all the lights off so you can see it really well. These were so easy to make. You saw how quickly we did this project. So this is definitely something anybody can do. But I want to remind you to never, ever, ever use an open flame in these. You're always going to want to use some battery operated little tea lights like I have in these, and these ones flicker. I'll link them down below. I got them from Amazon back in 2017, and they're still working. But I absolutely think that these little paper lanterns are perfect for so many different projects. They're great for weddings, of course, because who doesn't love a little extra candlelight at a wedding? But these could also be really great just in your home, just to add that little bit of ambient light. You could use them as a night light for a kid. You would just want to make sure that you turned off the little light underneath, but there's tons of different lights that you can get. You can even get little battery operated puck lights with a remote. So there's just lots of ways to use these. And I also think that they're great for all sorts of occasions, not just weddings. You could use them for birthdays, retirement parties. You could even just have these on like your desk at work as a fun little decor, because even in the bright light, you can see how pretty they look. All those little extra details just really add to them. Now, I got these off at designbundles.com. I'll link the direct link to where I got them from if you want to make your own. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else that we made here on the channel, by all means, let me know in those comments down below. I'm always happy to answer those for you. Make sure that you're subscribed here on YouTube. It's completely free, and that way you don't miss out on any of the fun, crafty content we have coming. I hope you have a great day, and happy crafting.